In this capital budgeting problem, again we will be moving on to working under the traditional methods only. In this problem, you are going to find two projects, project A as well as project B. In this, one is having unequal cash inflow, that is each year different cash inflow. The other one is every year having a same cash inflow. Let us see how to select a project in this situation using the traditional methods. So let me first take up for project A. The information given in the problem goes like this. Initial outlay rupees 50,000, annual cash inflow after tax but before depreciation. For first 3 years 15,000 each, next 5 years 5,000 each, estimated life 8 years, salvage 8,000. First, whenever we are doing a problem, we have to check is the cash inflow is suitable for this particular method. So for this particular method, we need a cash flow after tax before depreciation. It is exactly the one required to do the problem. We'll take as it is and work the problem. So first, let us take the year cash inflow, we can call it as CI. Cumulative cash inflow. This is when cash inflows are not equal. When cash inflows are different each year, how to work. So as you can see in the problem, first 3 years, the cash inflow is 15,000 each. That means every year 15,000. First year, second year and the third year. Later on, next 5 years, it is 5,000. Next 5 years, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So every year, after the third year, you are going to find this as 5,000 rupees cash inflow each. So every year 5,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 years each. Then the life of the asset is 8 years. So you have completed 8 years here. Then there is a sentence called salvage. The salvage is the amount received by the sale of the asset at the end of the life. Life is 8 years. After 8 years, the machinery will be sold or the asset will be sold. The money received will be called as salvage. So at the end of 8 years, the salvage amount is 8,000 rupees. So now we have to go for doing a cumulative cash inflow. Cumulative, when you are doing first year, we take as it is. So 15 plus 15, 30. 30 plus 15, 45,000. 45 plus 5, 50,000. Next 55. Like that you have to keep working. So at the end of 8 years you have 78,000. So in a way total cash inflow is also 78,000 if you add all the cash inflows for the year. Then we have to check in the cumulative cash inflow, do we have the amount invested is coming back. So as per the problem, the investment is 50,000. So investment 50,000 we are going to find for the year 4. So 50,000 will be collected in total at the end of 4 years. So I can say, therefore, BEP is equal to 4 years. So it takes 4 years to get back the investment. That is the BEP. The second part, what we are going to calculate here for project A is the next one, calculation of post payback profitability. That is, after getting back the amount, what is the profitability? For that we have to go for a formula: total cash inflows minus original investment. So here the total cash inflow is 78,000. Original investment is 50,000 rupees. So you are going to find post payback profitability as 28,000 rupees. After getting back the investment in 5 years, the next few years life is there, you are going to get 28,000 from that. The next calculation we have to take up here is calculation of profitability index. So profitability index, we are going to take post payback profitability divided by original investment multiplied by 100. It is going to tell us about the profit earned in percentage. So this 28,000, original investment 50,000 into 100, you are going to find the profitability index as 56%. So the profit available to the business in percentage if they invest in project A is 56%. So this is when cash inflows are not equal. Now look into the project B. You have given there in initial outlay 50,000, annual cash inflow after tax before depreciation. This is proper cash inflow required for this method, 10,000 every year. So cash inflow is equal for all the years. So at that time, what is to be done? So I will go for project B, when cash inflows are equal. So when cash inflows are equal, how to go about for the calculation? First one, calculation of payback period. So payback period, it is there when the cash inflows are equal. I will go for the formula: original investment divided by annual cash inflow into 100. So original investment as given in the problem 50,000, then annual inflow every year given as rupees 10,000. So the payback period is 5 years. So the money will be received back in 5 years. Next, calculation of post payback profitability. I have done here post payback profitability, but it is for when cash inflows are not equal. Now it is cash inflows are equal. For this, what is to be done? So estimated life in years minus payback period. Estimated life is 8 years as given in the problem. Payback period is 5 years. So post payback profitability period we are finding here, it comes to 3 years. So 3 years extra life is there for the particular investment or asset. So in the B I am working as part A, then I will be working for the profitability here. So post payback profitability in rupees. So here when you do it in rupees, post payback profitability period multiplied by annual cash inflow. So you have a period of 3 years here, post payback period, annual cash inflow as 10,000 rupees. So you have a post payback profitability of 30,000 rupees. That is, after getting back 50,000, extra 30,000 profit is there for the particular project, that is project B. Then I'll move on to the last part of it, the C part of it. C is calculation of profitability index. We also call it as PI. So here, post payback profitability in rupees divided by original investment into 100. Same formula there and here, whether it is cash is equal received, not equally received, the amount remains, the formula remains same. Original investment 50,000 and the post payback period profitability is 30,000. So when you do, you are going to get 30% profit. Oh, sorry, 60% profit. So 30,000 divided by 50,000, 60% profit. So when we take one by one, payback period 4 years, payback period 5 years. Based on payback period, whichever is less is preferable. So project A is preferable. Preferred. When you come to the profitability amount, 28,000 and 30,000, amount is more here in case of B. So profitability based highest. So project B is preferred. Percentage of profitability index 56% and 60%, whichever is more we have to take. Again, as per this one, project B is preferred. So based on different methods, you have to check which is suitable when you have more than one particular project. So which is we have to find out. When you are doing payback period, the lesser one. When you are doing profitability, we are going to find that more amount and more percentage.